Let us spare a week for our children. They also need to experience their 7 minutes with God. That is why our next series is labeled as Children's Common Questions. Gather now, dear children. We are about to start our devotional. Mom and Dad, titos and titas, gather now the young minds because God wants to talk to them.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up, wake up, it's time to rise and sing the praise of Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah. It's time to rise, to sing, to shout, to bring him all your heart. He'll do the bigger part if you will only make a start. It's time to give him all your heart, and only you can make a start. Wake up!
In the next 6 days, our devotional will be tailor-made for children and young minds. These will be stories put together to build a formidable character-building message. The thoughts will be simplified and the delivery will be toned to the wavelength of children in the way they communicate. That is why I am encouraging the parents and the guardians to please encourage your young ones to tune to our inspirational devotional for children. For 6 straight days, we will be answering questions. Children will often ask. So brace up and be ready for the question of the day. Today is our second day for our children-focused inspirational devotional. Our question of focus, which will be endeavored to answer, is who can be a true friend? So let us set our minds as we will experience the 7 minutes with God through our child-centered devotional series this week entitled Children's Common Question. This is Brother Noy Gonzaga, your online inspirational evangelist, and now is the time to answer the second question. Proverbs 18:24 says, "There are friends who destroy each other, but a real friend sticks closer than a brother." No less than the Bible is trying to tell us that there are really friends who will put us down. There are really friends who will be envious of our successes. There will be friends who will not be happy when we are happy. Well, it is the same Bible, the same verse is telling us that if there are friends who are not happy when we are happy, there are also friends who will always support us, who will be there for us, who will always smile with us and make us feel comfortable and accepted. The next time you will ask, are there really true friends in this world? Well, open Proverbs 18:24 and that answers your question. Now, one of my favorite authors, Thomas Aquinas, once said, "There is nothing on this earth more to be prized than true friendship." Well, I believe in this one. Why? Because there are times when you are very down, times you have big problems, times when you have been scolded at home, times when you have been treated badly, times when you are in despair, times when your loved one leave you. These are the people who will always be there, ready to listen to you, ready to offer that shoulder for you to lie so that you can have comfort. These are the people we call friends, the true friends. Sir Thomas Aquinas is very right. How about you, dear pupils? Are you happy each day that you go to school? And at the entrance to the gate of the school, you can see friends coming to meet you. You can just say, what another wonderful day of play. What another wonderful day of study. Why? Because there are friends. And the friends are the one putting taste into every day that we have in school. Now, to emphasize further how important friendship is, I will tell you a story about Wilbur and Orville Wright. Wilbur and Orville are brothers. Now, every day they go around their community. They can see buses, jeeps, okay? They can see trains. Now, overlooking the sea, they can see boats and ships. But during their time, there are still no air transportation. You cannot see vehicles flying on the air. No helicopter, no airplane. just land and sea transportation. One day, Wilbur and Irville talked and they said, what if we will invent something that passes by the air? So both of them studied this one until someday they became professionals in their own field. They studied, they acquired money. They were able to buy materials to make this air transportation that they conceptualized. Now the day came that they have completed this air transportation. Do you want to see how it looked like? This one. Together, Irville and Wilbur tried to organize the structure. But one day, they have to decide who will ride the makeshift air transportation. Now, it is very dangerous to ride that one. However, if that will be successful, the person who ride that plane will be considered as the world's first flying air transportation person. That will be quite an honor. Now, to normal friends, it can be a point of envy. It can make one jealous. So it will be a competition who will ride that plane and who will stay on the ground. But for Orville and Wilbur, it was not a problem because they are true friends. So one of them ride the plane and one controlled from the ground, and that is never a problem to them. To make the long story short, their invention was successful. They were able to fly the first object into the sky, and that is where air transportation came as a result of their concept. That is why today we have airplanes. Today we have great air transportation because two persons shared true friendship in their discovering of this technology without envy, without jealousy along the way. Now ask yourself, if Wilbur and Irville have envy, have jealousy, have hated each other because of fame and honor, do you think they could have discovered and make their invention successful? Well, it is still friendship that made this invention a reality. And today, we can already ride airplanes. We can already ride helicopters because of Orville and Wilbur. Now, let us proceed to another story. Before that, I want to tell you, friends do not count favors. Do you have this experience wherein your friend is trying to tell you, oh, I was the one who bought our baon, our candy, okay, our food yesterday. Today, you should be the one to pay because it cannot be that I always pay for the food that we eat. Counting the favors. Well, true friends help without condition. Now let us go to the story of these two very close friends. Okay, one day, Alex is cleaning the garden because they are only workers in the community. His father is a worker in the house of a very rich person, of which the son is Winston. Alex is helping the father clean the area. He was cutting grasses. And Winston is the son of a rich person in that place. So Winston need not work. So one day, Winston passed by Alex. And Winston said, Alex, let's go to the pool. Let's dive and swim. It's a very hot day. We need to cool ourselves. Alex said, I still have something to do, Winston. Remember, we are working for your dad. We cannot disappoint your dad. So Winston said, okay, then I'll go alone. I'll dip there at the swimming pool. And then when you are done, follow me there. Then Alex said, I'll try my best. So Winston went to the pool. After 30 minutes, there was a cry of help. So Alex ran to the pool. And Alex saw that Winston is drowning. So without any hesitations, without any fear for his own self, Alex dived on the pool and saved Winston. A friend did not care for his own safety. He just dived on the pool and then save another friend. That history between the two persons created in them closer friendship. However, their ways have to separate because Alex has to learn his own or go for his own profession, follow his own dreams, and Winston has to study in a different system. A few decades later, Winston became the Prime Minister of the United Kingdoms. We're talking now about Winston Churchill. Now, one of those times, Winston was sick with a bacterial illness that still has no cure during the time. He was very ill. He called for the doctors in the place, but there is still no cure for his disease. He was already very frustrated, and he told his aide, "Maybe I will die." The aide said, "Sir, do not lose hope. Sir Winston, our community still needs you. Maybe we will open one more time to the community if there can be one person who has the ability to cure you." So announcement was posted again to the community. One day, a person entered the palace and asked, "Where is Sir Winston?" And then the guard said, "Inside. Who are you?" "Well, I am a doctor to the community. I just want to help Sir Winston." The guard said, "Oh, there are so many experts already who look at this case, but it seemed hopeless." Now the person said, "I just want to try my luck. There is no harm in trying." So the guard let the person in, and then the person went to Winston. He carried with him a new invention, an antibiotic made from penicillin, and it was applied to Winston, and the condition of Winston became better and better as the application goes by. To make the long story short, Winston was healed. And when Winston tried to ask the person, "Who are you? Why did you care to heal me? Why did you travel from afar just to heal me?" And then the person said, "Winston, you cannot recognize me anymore? I am Alex, your friend." Winston said, "Alex, the son of our gardener before?" "Yes, I am. I am now a scientist." Now, dear friends, Winston Churchill, okay, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, was saved twice by Alexander Fleming. Once the son of a gardener, later on became a very famous scientist who discovered penicillin as a cure for bacterial infection. Now, two friends, even the distance, even the state of their being, one being rich, one being poor, does not separate them, because true friendship does not know any color, does not know any race, does not know any separation. And that is what Alexander and Winston is. Their friendship goes beyond their expectations in life. Alex saved Winston 2 times, and Winston did not forget Alex many times. This is true friendship being executive. Now, in the Bible, there are many examples of friendship. I know you can name some of them. You have the friendship of David and Jonathan. Even if their fathers are not very good to each other, even if their community is not very good to each other, even if their tribes hate each other, David and Jonathan did not let that affect their friendship. You have also the story of Naomi and Ruth. Ruth is very young when the son of Naomi, the husband of Ruth, died. So she could have remarried again, had a wonderful life. But because Ruth and Naomi are very good friends, Ruth did not leave Naomi, and then they produced a kind of friendship that made them better persons in that community. Now, we cannot go any farther. There is the friendship of Jesus, Martha, and Mary. Jesus showed to Martha and Mary that he can be a loyal friend. He is always there for them. That's why when the brother of Mary and Martha died, that was Lazarus, Jesus is always there, and Jesus rose Lazarus back to life. That is real friendship. not leaving each other, being loyal to one another, and being always there all the time. Now, let me tell you another story, because friendship is not only from human to humans, from man to man, from man friend to woman friend. Friendship can also be between man and a pet animal. Do you have pets at home? A pet dog, a pet cat, or whatever pet is that? Do you befriend your pets? Do you have extreme and good friendship with your pets? Well, let me tell you this story. One day, Androcles is roaming around the jungle, and he is always observing one creature there, a very, very big lion. He is wondering how the lion can eat, how the lion is staying there, how the lion acts. That's why he always look at the lion. But of course, he should not be seen by the lion because he is one of the source of food of the lion. The lion might eat him. However, one day, when Androcles was roaming around, he cannot see the lion. So he inched nearer and he still cannot see the lion. And then from afar, Androcles heard a moaning sound. And then Androcles went nearer and nearer, and in a cave, he saw that the lion he is watching there every day in the jungle is actually wounded at the foot. A wound pierced into the foot of that lion, and the wound is still there, and the lion cannot walk, and the lion is really in great pain. At first, Androcles was very fearful. Remember, even if that is wounded, that is still a lion. But Androcles went nearer and nearer and nearer, and the lion did not hurt Androcles because the lion is in pain. And then Androcles pulled out the wood from the foot of that lion, and then applied dressing on that wound, and then disinfect that with leaves from the forest, and then leave the lion there. When Androcles went there after a week, the lion was nowhere to be found. Androcles was very sad. He thought the lion died of infection. So, Androcles is a Christian. During the time, Christians in the place of Androcles are not welcome because people in the place of Androcles do not believe in God. But Androcles is very, very firm in his belief in God. One day, he was caught. He was asked, if you will deny your God, we will let you go. But if you will not deny your God, we will catch you because the king is insulted that you have another God instead of the king. Androcles did not deny his God. He was put to jail. And the penalty is he will be eaten by the lion in a live audience called the Colosseum. So the day came for the punishment of Androcles. He will face the lion, and then the lion will face him, and if he defeats the lion, then he can be freed. But who can ever defeat a lion? Can there be a human being that can defeat a lion? That's very impossible. So Androcles was placed there at the center of the Colosseum. Everybody is watching and enjoying how the lion can kill a person, how the lion can kill a Christian. So the lion was already brought out from the cage, and then it faced Androcles. The lion was not fed for 1 week, and the lion was very, very, very hungry. So the lion rushed to Androcles, ready to bite Androcles. But the lion tried to smell Androcles, went around Androcles, and then later on, lie on the leg of Androcles. Everybody in the audience was so astounded because the lion did not eat Androcles. They were so disappointed. An action of the lion was then seen. The lion raised that feet, which has a wound which is already well, and he showed that to Androcles. And Androcles recognized that this was the same lion that he helped with that wound because the foot of that lion was pierced long time ago. There, Androcles hugged the lion, and the lion lied on the lap of Androcles, and that was the first time in the kingdom wherein a lion did not eat
a human being, even if it's very, very hungry. Friendship of man and animals can also be very, very nice. That's why it's very good to have a pet at home. It can develop friendship. It's good to have a pet cat, to know how to be responsible to your friend, to know how to care for a friend, to know how to let a friend eat. And that is in a form of a cat or a dog. So be like Androcles. His friendship with the animal saved his life. Here is the picture of the Colosseum wherein Androcles was exposed to the lion. Androcles and his lion friend proved that friendship is a godly reciprocated value. Androcles proved that you can tame lions even with true friendship. Now, in Hebrews, that is Hebrews 13, 5 and 6, it says, God has said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. So we say with confidence, the Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid. The Lord is the greatest friend of all times. God is a friend who never leave you wherever you plan to go. Especially if you follow all his laws and you are always praying to him and reading the Bible, then God will never, never leave you. He is a true friend, a loyal friend, and a friend of all times. Now, God always wants us to have real friends. So who are the real friends? They are the friends who do not count what they do, who do not list what they have helped you. They are the friends who are not envious and jealous for no reason at all, because you have done better than them. Friendship to them is not a competition. They are the people who are kind to people. If you have a friend who is hurting other people, they are not true friends, because true friends do not hurt people, but rather help them. And above everything else, those are the friends that believe in God. God above. If you have a friend who goes to church, if you have a friend who reads the Bible, if you have a friend who is always praying, that is a godly friend, and that is a true friend. Remember, we have true friends in our surroundings. Our parents are our friends, and these are friends who will never leave us. Our brothers and sisters in the family are our true friends. They will always be there for us. Our teachers in school are our friends. They will always teach us. Our classmates are our friends. They always want to make us happy. Our pets are our friends. They are always there because they like our company. But the greatest friend of them all is Jesus. Jesus will not leave you. Jesus will make you happy. Jesus will be there for you. Jesus will provide your needs, and Jesus will be someone who can always make your life happy. So going back to Proverbs 18 verse 24, it says, there are friends who destroy each other, but a real friend, remember, a real friend sticks closer than a brother.
We have answered the second question for our inspirational devotional entitled Children's Common Question. God is so good that He provided us with great guidance in this program. It's a great day again, dear children. It's a wonderful time again, dear general listeners. Until the next question will be asked, this is Brother Noy Gonzaga, and thank you for enjoying your 7 minutes with God today.
Wake up, it's time to rise and sing the praise of Jesus. Hallelujah. It's time to rise, to sing, to shout, to bring him all your heart. He'll do the bigger part if you will only make a start. Wake up!